Gomez and company here as we welcome in our pal Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance. Joe, good morning. How are you today?
Hey, good morning, Gomez. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, I know the last couple of days you've had a lot going on there, and it was kind of hectic. Like, well, we'll try to hook up maybe Thursday, and then you had to work things.
That time of the year. I came in via pontoon boat this morning.
Oh, man. Did you get the... See, in Cicero last night, it rained pretty solid, not over-the-top flooding, but pretty solid for a couple hours. It was kind of much needed. But I was looking at the maps, and out in your neck of the woods, it was a darker color red than it was in Cicero. Pretty
scary. I heard this stat that last night and late yesterday, more rain in those half day yesterday than all of May.
No kidding. Whoa.
Yeah. Nuts.
Well, no, there are.
Hey, we can pin hunt the golf courses, right, Gomez? Your league, you can attack pins.
Yeah. Well, if I was good enough to attack them, I would. I just happy to get it somewhere near.
Yeah, golf leagues will probably be walking tonight, but that's okay. We all need exercise, so as long as they're open. But I'll tell you, that rain, a lot of these courses sit low with flooding, but as long as they keep them open for walkers, everyone will be fine.
Let me ask you this, Joe, because I was going to ask you about the flooding anyways. A lot of people obviously got a lot of water yesterday, but for a business like a golf course, for example, say there was an extended period, and it happens once in a while where they can't let anybody on the course because it's damaging to the course. Is that something that would fall under a business insurance policy where, like, look, we weren't even able to open?
Yeah, probably not. It wouldn't, just because of excess rain. I mean, you got to have, for business income or any of that, you got to have physical damage to a building. But if greens were damaged by hail or something like that, and it forced some closure, that would be something you can argue with your carrier and probably get covered. But these thunderstorms, I think, as consumers and business owners, we should learn from these things, okay? Don't wait till next week or whatever. I mean, great time to make sure the gutters are cleaned out, check the roof for, any repairs. But more importantly, I had a couple Tuesday, some tree damage that, when you always say, you tell your wife, yeah, I'll trim that tree next weekend. Well, it's too late. It hit the house with a storm. So, and it's obviously insured if the tree hit the house or business. So take a peek at your premise and your homes and, make sure you're doing some due diligence so the next thunderstorm doesn't come through a window.
Joe, I also wanted to ask you about a letter that we got, and I'm sure others are getting, and it sounds like it's more of a state thing as opposed to an insurance thing, but it comes under the heading of spousal liability, and you have to, sign off on it. It's new, and when we got it, it was like, wait a minute, time out. What is this now? Why don't you explain that for people who are getting that in the mail?
Yeah, what'd you think it was, Gomez? Kiddingly, what'd you think?
I thought it was a bill, whatever it was going to cost me more money. It's like, oh, come on, now what?
Well, it's $12 to $14. What happened probably January of 23, I believe, Governor Hochul signed the Supplemental Spousal Liability bill. In short, basically, the spouse now has some supplemental spousal coverage under the policy for really a major liability claim where there's negligence from the driver, okay? Now, I can't think of my spouse. Linda wouldn't sue me, Gomez. Either would your wife, right?
Probably not.
Some people can opt out of it. So on August 1st, it delayed. August 1st, it starts. So both business fleet drivers and personal autos are going to get these mailers from probably the insurance carrier, and you can either decline or, sign up for it. It's a $12 to $14 thing, and I look at it, Gomez. I was thinking of something, but you're a successful morning DJ, right? What if she's driving and something happened to you and you need additional benefits for something? I mean, you may not be able to work, vice versa, a doctor, things of that nature. We can't just look at this as a negative. Oh, my spouse can sue me. It's where there's major negligence, where if something happened, the spouse can collect. And of course, it's going to be an expense. It was a gray area for many years. Some coverages had it. It was one of those areas that was gray, and the governor's now formalizing it with a signature, right? Decline or accept. And
Gotcha.
It's kind of built into the premium anyway. So what are you going to do? You going to decline it, or you going to save the $14?
I don't know yet, because like I said, when it came in the mail, it's like I want to sit down with my guy and kind of go over that. So I'm not 100% sure just yet.
Okay. So if the viewers and listeners have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of the team here at CH Insurance. We'll be posting about it, through some of our storytelling, and if you have any questions. But, to our listeners, don't overthink. It's just something it's new, and you can decline it to save probably no more than $15 to $20 a year.
Joe, as always, good stuff. Timely, and we'll check in again in a couple of weeks. It's our Cup of Joe with Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.